David Bastian, actually in North Carolina. I was at a point in my life, I had just lost my mother, and so I was looking to take a year to really reflect and make some major changes. So the way I did everything when we first met is I waited for everything, and I didn't make any fast decisions. And I knew that in books I had read, successful people make very quick decisions. And the longer you take, the more you lose. So I was one of those guys that questioned everything. It caused a lot of problems because waiting on decisions when you're can affect other people in your lives. And anytime you wait, it's just there's really not a good reason for it. The biggest thing for me was focus, and probably intent, my heart, what I mean, and making sure that my actions back up what I'm saying, that I'm not just thinking it. So with TIR, it just gives you all the tools you need. You start going through the things, and some of them seem silly, some of them may not make any sense, but over time it's a gradual graph upward, and it takes you from where you are and slowly but surely changes you to where you really want to be. The biggest thing for me was making a decision quick and not really caring about the results. Before I wouldn't make a decision because I was worried about the result behind it, what it was going to do. I got so much every week. You get to hear somebody else's perspective, which is always good. Even if I disagree, I don't care. I love hearing a different perspective. The interaction with you, the one-on-one, when you push, when you needed to push, which is, in my opinion, that's the job of the coach. You're too nice. The accountability was huge, because just knowing that somebody else is going to see the things you're doing just motivates you to do a little bit more. There's a lot to you, Alex, and honestly, I'll try not to get emotional. Sincerity and integrity. I told anybody why they should choose you as a coach, it would be sincerity and integrity. With the sincerity that you bring and the integrity that you maintain, it was easy to trust you. The only way you lose is to wait or not make a choice. If something inside you is telling you to do it, trust it. Are you going to lose? And the answer is, if you wait, you lose. If you choose not to do something that you need to do, you lose. You have to tell yourself to get off the fence, and you have to let yourself believe that you're going to win either way, because you're going to learn. The one thing I'd tell you, if you're even considering this and you've really given it some thought, then the only option is to say yes. I guarantee you will be aggravated and frustrated at times, because the work tells you what to do, and you may or may not want to do it. That same little voice inside you, don't do it, don't do it. Just wants you to be comfortable. Our brain doesn't help us with things like that. You got to find it here in the heart where it really, really matters. And then once you make the decision. But if you're sitting on the fence and you really have considered it, you got to trust not Alex. You don't have to trust Alex. She's going to be there regardless. That's a guarantee. You don't have to trust the course. It's there. It's already proven. You have to trust yourself. And that's really, really difficult if you're a person that waits to do things. Because when we wait, we're telling ourselves either one, we're not worth it, or number two, what we're doing is not worth it. The question I give to all the fence riders is, why aren't you trusting yourself? Is really so worth it. The one thing I can tell you now is I do not look at life the same way I did 6 months ago. If you're considering it, make that call and talk to Alex. Let me tell you something about that call, because I was expecting a hard sell or a big sell, or like it wasn't like that. Let me explain to you something right now, and I just want to add this in here. That call is so important because all Alex does is listen very well, which not a lot of people do. Not a lot of coaches listen well, but she listens very well, and then she talks. And it's the communication. That's all that call is. It's to find out. It's for you to find out, not for Alex. I mean, obviously, if she gets a client, she gets a client, but that just means she's going to be able to help somebody. But for you, it's just a conversation, and you learn a lot from it about yourself. So if you have it, make that call. The program, it's priceless.